Hi everybody, welcome to Bedtime Stories with Mrs. Morton. Today, on this rainy evening, we have Knuffle Bunny 2, A Case of Mistaken Identity by Mo Williams. Here it is right here. Let's see if I can get it in the picture for you. There it is right there. This is a Caldecott honor book. It is funny. I like it a lot. We checked it out from the Mayville Library recently, and it is funny. It's very good. I think that you'll like it. Remember, Caldecott books are books that are honored for their great pictures. And this is unique because it mixes drawings along with photographs. So keep an eye out for the pictures in this book. You'll see real photographs, which are the backgrounds, along with drawings in there. And I thought that that was pretty neat. All right, so Knuffle Bunny 2, T-O-O, which means also, not the number 2, but Knuffle Bunny also, A Case of Mistaken Identity by Mo Williams. All right. Oh, and even on the inside, you can see there are lots of Knuffle Bunnies, and there's 2 of them, but the 2, T-O-O, means also, even though I guess it is T-W-O as well. So right in here in the front of the book, let's see if I can, actually it's a pretty wide one, so I might need to get out the picture so you can see them all. It says, this book is dedicated to preschool students everywhere, and there's lots of snapshots there of, this is the mom and the dad getting married. This is the mom and dad when they have their baby, and then the baby gets a little older. And I think this is when the baby gets the Knuffle Bunny for the first time. And then I won't tell you who this is because you'll learn about that later on in the story. All right, here we go. One morning, not so long ago, Trixie took a walk with her daddy. By now, Trixie really knew how to talk. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to show Amy, and then I'll show Meg, and remember what I told you. All of these, this photo in the background is a real city block, and the illustrator drew pictures on top of it. I think that's a pretty neat way to show, or to do the drawings in the book. So Trixie's going to show lots of her friends, it sounds like. Then I'll show Margot, then I'll show Jane, then I'll show Leela, then I'll show Rebecca, then I'll show Noah, then I'll show Robbie, then I'll show Toshi, then I'll show Casey, then I'll show Connie, then I'll show Parker, then I'll show Brian, and talk and talk. She really could talk. Trixie was excited because she was talking of her one-of-a-kind Knuffle Bunny, someplace very special. Come on! She really wanted her dad to go. School. That's a picture of her school right there. And that's all of them going up the stairs and going down the hallway and going into their classroom, or her classroom. Trixie couldn't wait to show Knuffle Bunny to Ms. Greengrove and all her friends in pre-K. So there she is in her classroom. That looks a lot like our classrooms at our school. But just as her daddy kissed her goodbye, Trixie saw Sonia. What do you think? Does she look happy? Does she look surprised? Scared? Oh, make a prediction. What do you think? There's Sonia. And that looks like a Knuffle Bunny. Dun, dun, dun. That's what my kids would say. Suddenly, Trixie's one-of-a-kind Knuffle Bunny wasn't so one-of-a-kind anymore. The morning did not go well. They do not look happy. Knuffle, 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 Knuffle. They look like they're yelling at each other. Oh, and look here. Looks like Sonia's showing off her Knuffle Bunny, and it looks like she's kind of feeling left out. Looks like they're over here arguing. The afternoon was worse. Looks like their teacher took both of the Knuffle Bunnies away. When the school bell rang, Miss Greengrove returned the Knuffle Bunnies. But it looks like they spent all day up there on the shelf. And the day got better. Looks like they were playing out on the playground. Then before she knew it, it was time to go home. Pushing them on the swing and playing. And there's them walking home. Trixie ate her dinner, devoured her dessert, brushed her teeth, and tried to escape the mommy and daddy robots from planet Snurp. That looks like a good game of pretend there. At 1/2 past bedtime, Trixie was tucked in. There she is with her Knuffle Bunny right there, ready for sleep. But a few hours later, there she is, Trixie realized something. I wonder what she realized. Trixie marched into Mommy and Daddy's room and said, "That is not my bunny!" She pointed right there. She noticed that little bow on the top of the head, her bunny didn't have that. Trixie's daddy tried to explain what 2:30 a.m. means. He asked, "Can we deal with this in the morning?" Trixie's daddy went to the phone. So there he is trying to explain 2:30 in the morning's really early. The mom giving a dirty look to the dad. And there's Dad walking off with the Knuffle Bunny. Before he even made it downstairs, the phone rang. "We have your bunny," said a man's voice on the other end. So it sounds like maybe Sonia noticed the same thing at about the same time as Trixie did. "We have yours," replied Trixie's daddy. Arrangements were made. Oh, there they are in the middle of the night. That's got to be like 3 o'clock in the morning by now. Trixie and her daddy rushed across the neighborhood. Trixie did not want to be late. This is a beautiful picture. I really like this picture. There are Trixie and her dad, and here are Sonia and her dad. So Trixie did not want to be late, neither did Sonia, and there they are, rushing across the neighborhood. There was an exchange. Now look, there's the bow, and there's the one without the bow. And the Knuffle Bunnies were back where they belonged. The girls look very happy. "I was so worried about my bunny," said Sonia. "So was I," Trixie replied. Then they both said, "I'm glad you got your bunny back," at the exact same time. And there they are giggling. And that is how Trixie found her first best friend. Now look here, there's a little star there, and we call that star an asterisk. And when you see that, usually there's something at the bottom of the page that you have to read too, and there is in this story too. So that little asterisk means that maybe they're not the first best friend. Down here it says, Knuffle Bunny accepted, of course. So they're each other's first best friends, except for the Knuffle Bunnies. And it says, the end. And it says, special thanks to the real Trixie and Mommy, and her mommy, Tom Drysdale, the Brooklyn Public Library, the Robinson family, and the Levine family, Mrs. Thorpe, Miss Thornton, and Public School 107 community. So all those pictures were taken in Brooklyn, New York. But it's not really the end. Even though it says the end, there's what is called the epilogue. So this is what happens at the end of the story. So here's the epilogue. And I think what's funny is you got to look at the dads. The dads look so tired because they were up in the middle of the night. But anyhow, here's the epilogue. The epilogue is what happens after the story ends. It says, the next morning, both Trixie and Sonia rushed to school. There they are, dragging their dads along. The new best friends had a lot of catching up to do. Do you want to play with my Knuffle Bunny? Sure, do you want to play with mine? And they really are best friends. And that's the end of the story. So there you go. Knuffle Bunny 2, A Case of Mistaken Identity by Mo Williams. So I hope that you enjoyed that story. I hope that you have enjoyed the rain today. We certainly could use it. Hopefully it dries up, but I think it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow too. But you know what? It's not thundering and lightning. So if your mom and dad say it's okay, go out and play in the rain. It's kind of like a sprinkler coming out of the sky. So I hope that you're getting to the library, because the library in Mayville, it's open. Go and check out a book. My family did. Hopefully you're getting to the library, checking out books, and hopefully you're doing a lot of reading. Hopefully you're doing a lot of playing outside. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.